Nation. I'm Miley Sims, your Tommy Awards MC. Currently, our nomination forms are open for the second annual Tommy Awards. You can go to our website, tommyawards.tv, or click the QR code on the screen. This year, we have 15 different awards, and we need your help to nominate the best for each category. Please, if you're able, pull out your phone or sit down at a computer and nominate today.
This person does everything with a great deal of enthusiasm and determination. They show never-ending passion, not only towards sports, but towards everything school-related. This student has no reservations and does anything needed to reach their personal goals. The Heart and Soul Award is reserved for a student who commits to everything he or she is involved in. It is my honor to present the Heart and Soul Award. And the Heart and Soul Award goes to Kennedy Kierlock.
To put my heart and soul into everything. Thank you.
Hello, Tornado Nation. We are still accepting Tommy Awards nominations. We encourage all of you to go to our Facebook page and vote for the Influential Teacher of the Year. If you have had or currently have a teacher you adore, them now. Or maybe you have a child or grandchild that had an amazing teacher. Please go vote for these teachers so we can recognize them during the second annual Tommy Awards.
Hello, Tommy Awards fans. Today we're going to take you through how you can go to our website or vote on our Facebook page. Our website is tommyawards.tv. You can type that into a browser and get to the Tommy Awards website. On here you can find all sorts of information, such as the second annual Tommy Awards announcement video, nominations, and more. If you see right here, we have a big Nominations Are Live section, and you can nominate today right on our website. At the top right, you can find the Nominations tab. When you click on this, you will see a bunch of forms that you can click on for every single award. Click the Nominate button in the center of the award to take you to the Google form where you can nominate someone. You can also nominate by going to our Facebook page. Our Facebook is Tommy TV. You will find a post at the top containing all of the Tommy Awards information. Click on this post and click on any of the links to vote. After clicking on the link, you might have to hit the follow link because the link takes you outside of Facebook. Once you have done that, you can vote in the Google form. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you vote for someone for the second annual Tommy Awards, April 15th, 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been designated as senior night, a night to honor the parents of our Taylorville High School senior jazz band members and senior girls basketball players. We are particularly indebted to the parents of these fine young people for the support they have given the teams and our school. At this time, we would Kai is the son of Rio and Jason Albright, along with a concert band, a marching band, district, and all-state band. Kai's plans after high school are to attend Rankin Technical College for welding, and his favorite memory was the entire experience of all-state. Kai Albright. Brandon Hefner. Brandon is the son of Jeff and Jamie Hefner. Besides the jazz band, he has also participated in golf, concert band, marching band, and he is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Brandon's future plans are to attend Eastern Illinois University, pursuing a degree in exercise science in order to become an athletic trainer. His favorite memory is playing in the jazz band at the basketball games. Brandon Hefner. Carson Hefner. Carson is the son of Jeff and Jamie Hefner. Along with jazz band, he is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, and concert band. His plans are to attend Eastern Illinois University to pursue a math degree in order to become a math teacher. Carson's favorite memory is when all the jazz band made it to the ILMEA District Jazz Band. Carson Hefner. Trip Pelichoff. Trip is the son of Matthew Pelichoff and Samantha Overton. Trip also participated in football, powerlifting, track, and tennis, as well as jazz band. His future plans are to attend a four-year university. And Trip's favorite memory was making All-State junior year. Trip Pelichoff. Sierra Sikowski. Sierra is the daughter of Crystal Sikowski and Robert Hanna. She has played in the jazz band as well as the regular high school band. Her plans are to attend Illinois State University to study elementary education and to open a clothing boutique. Her favorite memory is the big band decade dance during the senior year. Sierra Sikowski. And we have basketball player Olivia McCullough. Olivia is the daughter of Tad and Kara McCullough. Besides being a member of the Lady Tornadoes basketball team, she is also a member of Purple Rain and National Honor Society. Olivia's future plans are to attend Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville to major in pre-veterinary medicine and then attend vet school. Her favorite memory is going to the busy corner after our Eureka tournament with the whole team and eating pie. Olivia McCullough. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Jazz Band and Girls Basketball seniors. The contributions these students have made to our team and band reflect the spirit of cooperation represented by the parents, and it is with our appreciation that we honor you this evening. How about one more round of applause for these individuals and their parents? Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming amount of nominations. However, due to several ties amongst several different awards, the nomination forms have been extended until February 8th at 12 o'clock Central Time. The Tommy Awards Committee is asking you to help us out. We need you guys to nominate and encourage others to nominate as well. Share this post, like it, and comment #nominated to help us get the nominations we need. Please, if you're able, nominate and help us break the ties.
Hello, Mr. Steele? Yeah, can I get a yearbook? What do you mean I missed the deadline? How am I going to remember my senior year of high school?
This could be you. Order your yearbook today at www.yearbookforever.com.
For this award, we want to recognize that community member who you can count on to be at every single Taylorville game or event. Whether it's a Friday night football game or the spring musical, this fan will be there in purple and gold to cheer on the Tornadoes. It doesn't matter if it's a raining or scorching hot, this fan is prepared and ready for action. Eligible nominees are any community members. Tommy Photo is a student-led photography club. Students learn about photography, editing, and much more. You are able to order photos through the Tommy Photo website digitally for $2 each. You can find the website on our Instagram and Facebook pages or by searching tommyphoto.pixius.com. From there, you are able to select what event you are buying pictures from.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dolph Stanley Court here at Taylorville High School for tonight's Apollo Conference contest between the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs and your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. At this time, could you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed tonight by your award-winning Taylorville Jazz Band under the direction of Chris Gunn. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Bulldogs of Mahomet-Seymour High School. At one forward, a 5'10" senior, number 21, Savannah Ogernon. At the other forward, a 5'10", a sophomore, number 4, Reese Gallier. At a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 1, Durbin Thomas. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 15, Abby Bunting. And at guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Kylie Waldinger. The Bulldogs are coached by Garrett Risley. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. At one forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Addison Tarr. At the other forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'8" junior, number 14, Lulu Woodward. At guard, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Aubrey Kitzman. And at guard, a 5'1" senior, number 4, Olivia McCullough. The Lady Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Elder, assisted by Kevin Kitzman and Tad McCullough. Officials for this contest are Mike Kern, Carl Shreve, and Chauncey Boyd. Tonight is Community T-Shirt Night. We would like to extend a special thank you to the 29 local businesses that donated for tonight's T-shirts. Thank you for your continued support.
Last year, Taylorville upset Mahomet when the Bulldogs were undefeated. Now a little bit of a flip of the coin in scenarios. Fleming, a default into the hands of Waldinger. Off the left side, Orgeron 2 from 18, rattles it in. Right off the bat, it's 2-0 Mahomet with 10 seconds evaporated in the first quarter.
Mahomet wearing their Gonzaga uniforms tonight, Avery Cooper.
Tarr outright wing. Pick and roll, Fleming, two-hand pass, left side, Kitzman to tie it up. First points of the game for Aubrey Kitzman.
Good backdoor for her.
Tied at 2 with 7.5 to go in the first. I'm acknowledging it. I'm just...
You didn't acknowledge it, though, so I'm glad
I'm acknowledging it now.
There you go.
Off right wing, right to left, Bunting drives the lane. Denied by Fleming.
And she's gotten so much better at just holding her hand up. She doesn't come down. If you come down, they're going to call it. All she did was stick her hand up and blocked it.
Rolls off of Bunting and out of bounds. Taylorville takes possession. Here's Kitzman, midcourt.
Good chance to take advantage here.
Tarr receives a Fleming screen.
Ooh.
Almost traveled.
Yeah.
Back to Tarr. Off a pass from McCullough. Tarr dribbles to the baseline. Tries to pick and roll. Can't find Fleming. Now she does. Now to Lulu. Top of the key. Punched out of bounds. It'll stay. No, now they divert over to Mahomet. First signal over to Taylorville, then overruled back to Mahomet. Tied at 2, 6:47 to go in the first quarter.
And they might have said on that play that we thought that she traveled on that she didn't have possession of it. Is the ball, the shot kind of went back into her hands, so I think that helped.
Stolen away. Lulu receives the long pass. Skips the Kitzman off the window angle left. She gives Taylorville a 4-2 lead.
Kitzman 4, Orgeron 2.
6:25 to go in the first quarter. Thomas handling the rock. Dribbles left side, pump fakes, top of the key. Two-pointer. Gallier finds the bottom of the net, tying it up at 4.
Just interesting choice on shot selection tonight. Both sides having open shots, not really any deflections at all.
Kitzman pushed out of bounds, and it's a foul on Mahomet. First against Thomas.
I say that Maisie did have a deflection earlier, but for the most part, the shots that have gone in have been wide open.
Lulu, pass intercepted. Thomas crosses timeline right to left. Picks up her dribble, finds Orgeron, lines up a 3, top of the key, back rimmed. High hop off the rebound. To the top of the key, Mahomet, Thomas, and Tar steals it away on the pass to Waldinger.
No, she's just too good with those steals.
Tar jabs, finds McCullough right wing. She glides to the top of the key, drifts left to Kitzman. She drives the lane and denied from behind.
Good shot selection, just taller player next to her.
5:34 to go in the first quarter, tied at 4. Thomas applies the screen on McCullough, dribbles off the left side, fires from the left elbow, and it's off the right iron. Thomas with the ball again, second try for the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. Off to Bunting, who glides to the top of the key. Now skips down low to Thomas, spins around. Tar defending Orgeron in the paint. Skip off left baseline, find Gallier, out left wing, and the drive for Waldinger, and a bump. And the whistle on Woodward. And it's on the floor, so Mahomet re-inbounds to the left of the bucket along the baseline with 5:04 to go in the first quarter, tied at 4.
McCullough's playing excellent defense out there. Both her and Tar nearly caused 2 turnovers on that play.
Bunting receives the inbound. 2 passes, right wing, wide open 3. Thomas takes the lead back for Mahomet. It's 7-4 Bulldogs.
Taylorville's got to clean up some of these turnovers that they've had here earlier. I think they're a little excited.
Tar, midcourt, one-on-one with Bunting. Tar jab steps along the left elbow, finds McCullough right wing, thought about a 3, and she travels. No, now it's a push.
Yeah.
And is it on the shot or?
No, McCullough's heading to the, well, I thought she was heading to the line.
She did head to the line. She thought it's on the shot, but Woodward heads to the baseline to inbound with 4:40 to go in the first.
On Waldinger, her first, team second.
McCullough pump fakes at 3, pulls up from 2-point land, blocked, bounced out of bounds, and Woodward can't corral it along the baseline in the near corner. It's Mahomet ball with 4:35 to go in the first quarter.
Surprised they didn't get a foul on that hit on McCullough.
Possession arrow favors Mahomet in case of a jump ball. Waldinger, top of the key, skips left of the key, down low. Bunting off 2-point land. From 18, Waldinger's shot hits the back, iron it out. Now McCullough picks up the rebound, finds Kitzman right wing 3. Floats it down low for Fleming, way over the top of her head. No way she could find it. And now Mahomet with another possession. Taylorville's giving away too many possessions, Leroy.
Yeah, and it's really good. It hasn't bitten them yet, but they got to clean that up or it's going to bite them.
Waldinger to the top of the perimeter. Thomas off left wing, finds Bunting into the corner to Gallier. Gallier top of the rim to Waldinger. To Thomas, passing it around the perimeter to Waldinger. To Bunting, left wing, underhands, finds Thomas. Kitzman one-on-one with Thomas, and Kitzman reaches in.
So Gallier shot a shot earlier, and 6'4" Maisie Fleming came charging towards her, put her hand up, and caused issues. Can you imagine shooting something and having 6'4" Maisie Fleming chasing after you? I'm good on that.
Heimsness checks in for Lulu. Kylie Heimsness, the 5'8" sophomore. McCullough pokes a pass out of bounds along the near sideline.
By the way, that foul earlier was on Aubrey Kitzman. Her first, team second. Fouls are at 2 apiece.
Bunting inbounds, finds Thomas, top of the key, receives a Gallier screen. Thomas drives left lane, kicks out. Orgeron 3 in the corner, and she nails it. It's 10-4 with a 8-0 run for the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs, forcing a timeout for Taylorville, and head coach Hayden Eldred has seen enough.
Well, 2 threes will kind of give you a dagger on that one, Avery Cooper, and Taylorville really just did not have enough. The turnovers have been really the story of the first 4 minutes of this game.
A lot of turnovers, the 3-point shooting. Taylorville hasn't had many opportunities to take those 3 points. What have you seen defensively from Mahomet that it's allowing them to shut Taylorville down and force these turnovers?
Well, Taylorville really hasn't been pressing too much into the lane. They've been doing a lot of stuff from the outside part, and so I don't know if they try using some more penetration to get inside the lane to see. We haven't seen Addie or anybody push yet with Kylie and Addie both on, or excuse me, with Addie on the floor and Kylie Himes. Maybe we'll start seeing that a little bit.
How much of that can you attribute to off-ball defense as Tar takes a right wing 3 off the back rim? Himes collects the rebound.
Probably quite a bit. There's nobody to pass.
Denied by Orgeron. And runs over Heimsness. No contact. Or no foul, rather. Yeah. Thomas finds an open Dallas and driving the right lane and denied.
Addison Tarr once again playing hero.
Grabs the rebound off left wing. Himes has thought about a three. Good job by Orgeron to close it out. Kitzman top of the key off left wing. Himes, they're playing back and forth, trying to get the defenders caught up along the screen with Fleming. Fleming provides the screen for Himes, who passes out to Kitzman, to Tarr, right corner. Himes, 2 hands on the ball against Orgeron. Himes to Kitzman, off left wing, McCullough. Pump fakes the three, hands off to Kitzman again, off to Tarr, left corner, working against Bunting. Tarr, left elbow, drives baseline, pivots with her left foot, finds Himes right wing into the corner. McCullough dribbles once, finds Himes. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Taylorville trailing 10-4. Himes receives a Tarr screen. Himes looks down low, finds Tarr, top of the key. She drives the left lane, the left hand underneath the rim. Kitzman saves the possession, finds Himes right side. And Taylorville player down on the floor along the baseline with 1:59 to go. Taylorville trailing 10-4. And yeah, it's Addison Tarr.
And she was holding her knee.
We'll step aside. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Tommy Photo is a student-led photography club. Students learn about photography, editing, and much more. You are able to order photos through the Tommy Photo website digitally for $2 each. You can find the website on our Instagram and Facebook pages or by searching tommyphoto.pixius.com. From there, you are able to select what event you are buying pictures from.
So Olivia, you've been playing here at THS for 4 years since your freshman year. What are your feelings now as you wrap up your basketball career here at THS?
It's pretty bittersweet. I played basketball since I was actually in kindergarten. So basketball's been the one sport I've consistently played. So it's bittersweet, but I'm excited to look to the future now. So
What has it been like working with the younger players who look up to you and
She grabbed it when she went to go down and then kind of smiled like, really? And then was down for a little bit. I got it.
McCullough left wing for Taylorville as Tarr walks off under her own power. Woodward receives a Champley screen, finds Kitzman near sideline, minute 40 to go, first quarter. Taylorville trailing 10-4. Himes on the floor with Champley, McCullough, Kitzman, and Woodward. Himes with the ball left wing, working against Bunting, dribbling left baseline, finds Lulu, free throw line. Picks up her dribble and travels.
That was a minute and a half that Taylorville had the ball there.
And did not score.
But, again, they held the ball for a minute and a half.
Win some and lose some in the very same possession. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Taylorville needs a stop. Kitzman guarding Waldinger, couple passes to find Thomas, top of the perimeter. Off to Bunting, to Waldinger, right side. Kitzman still guarding Waldinger, 1:07 to go in the first quarter. Waldinger at the logo. Long pass deflected by Himes as Bunting retrieves at the logo. Finds Thomas right side.
Went off Himes, that's why there was no over the back.
Down low, Gallier, and it's a foul as she goes up on the shot, and she heads to the line for two. So
fouls on Leah Champley, her first, team third. The first trip to the line for anybody.
And first free throw off the mark for Gallier.
Maisie Fleming checking in for Aubrey Kitzman.
For what it's worth, Tarr did seem like she was in a bit of pain And then they did the other rotation test, and she seemed okay. She didn't seem like she was in too much pain as the second free throw went off the mark. Now, of course, that's speculation at this point. We'll give you an update later on.
Well, yeah, we'll keep an eye on whether she comes back out. Maisie with the rebound, by the way.
Right elbow to Heimsness, right corner. 37 seconds. Dribbling left wing. Down low. Fleming, shot won't fall. Can't find the rebound. And 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here comes Mahomet, dribbling left baseline. McCullough, the bigger part, and the shot up and in for Gallier. With 4 seconds left, 15 seconds left, it's 12-4. And a 10-0 run for Mahomet. Champley, 8 seconds. Dribbles to the free throw line, pulls up, off the front iron. 4 seconds, Mahomet ball, 2 seconds. Full court heave, doesn't go. Not in time. 12-4, the end of one quarter. Taylorville trailing Mahomet-Seymour at home on senior night right here on WTIM, your information station. Taylorville trailing 12-4 against Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs as Kitzman starts on the second quarter with a pass to Heimses. She's out there with Champley, Woodward, and Fleming. Kitzman floats it to Fleming down low. Off the left corner, Champley long to rolls it in.
That point was so needed. Leah Champley giving Taylorville a spark. Hopefully that'll help kind of get them going here in the second quarter.
Ends a 10-0 Mahomet run. 12-6 the score, 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Waldinger, Thomas, top of the perimeter. Hines is guarding Thomas. Receives a screen. Thomas underhands in the left corner to Waldinger. To Bunting, top of the perimeter. Champley guarding Bunting. Who finds Waldinger right wing. Kitzman guarding Waldinger all game long. Off to Thomas. Hip to hip with Heimsness. Thomas passes off to the corner to find Gallier. Down off to the right wing as Waldinger finds her way around Kitzman, and Waldinger's on the board with her first bucket. 14-6 Taylorville trailing with 6:55 to go. Fleming provides a Heimsness screen, top of the key three, and it's airballed out of bounds. And Mahomet takes over, 6:48 to go in the second quarter.
First real three that Taylorville's taken today. Everything else has kind of been long-range twos.
Again, 14-6, 6:41 to go in the first half.
Addison's back on the bench.
Doesn't have any sort of...
Nothing.
Yep, she's top of the perimeter. Waldinger, outside right to Thomas. Dribbles in, down low, finds an open Gallier, won't fall. Rebound, Thomas, off left side, Orgeron three, left bracket and out. Fleming grabs the rebound. 6:15 to go in the first half. 14-6, Taylorville trailing. They need a bucket. Fleming off left wing to Champley, corner, working in the lane, and it's pocket picked. Ball loose, and Champley on the floor in frustration. She knows she lost the ball, and the foul goes against Lulu, her second in the fourth team foul.
A little bit chippy out there, Avery. A little bit aggressive. A lot of talking going on between the teams. Something to keep an eye on here moving forward.
McCullough checks into the game for Woodward. He's exasperated on the bench at the moment. Waldinger at the logo. Kitzman guarding Waldinger. Passes off to the right side to Bunting. She glides to the top of the key. Skips right elbow. Thomas dribbles once, fires from 8, connects. 4 points for her, and it's 16-6, Taylorville trailing.
Not a lot of opportunities for Taylorville here tonight. The defense has just been shutting them down.
Champley right wing, underhands Kitzman, top of the perimeter. Two-hand pass, McCullough, left corner, head fakes, drives the left lane. Working against Bunting. Now a deflected pass to Himses, who floats it down low to Fleming, catches the pass, puts a shot up underneath the net, won't go. Kitzman fighting for the rebound, she won't find it. Thomas snags it away. 5:15 to go in the first half. Thomas working against Champley, dribbles out, off to the left elbow. Galliard, 2-pointer from 18, back rim and out. Himses snags the miss on the way down. 5:03 to go, second quarter. Himses, no look pass, right wing three. Kitzman rolls it in! Breaking the 3-point drought. The first triple of the evening, Aubrey Kitzman.
Much needed 3 for Taylorville. They're still down, but again, every one of these points to be able to get in there and hopefully create a little bit of a spark to get you going.
Thomas, pump fakes, pass off, Galliard. Right side, Orgeron, long 2, foot on the line, and she nails it. And a full timeout for Mahomet. They'll take it with them. Taylorville trailing the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs at home on senior night, 18-9, with 4:38 to go in the first half right here on WTIM, your information station. In the second quarter, Mahomet on top with 4:28 to go in this first half. Kitzman on the floor with Himses, Fleming, Champley, and McCullough for Taylorville. Himses dribbles to the baseline, underhands. Now long pass across the left wing. McCullough glides right wing, finds Himses, pulls up from 2 points, and it's back rim from 18. Halfway through the second quarter, 18-9, Mahomet with another possession across the floor. Here's Thomas. To Bunting, right wing. Bunting against Himses. Two-hand pass, right corner. Waldinger back to Bunting at midcourt. Top of the perimeter to Thomas. Down low to Waldinger, to Orgeron. Long 2, won't go. Picked up by Galliard off to the right side. 2-point denied! Fleming with the rejection.
And there you go, Abigail Bunting. Maisie Fleming with a huge block right there. And now a push, absolutely.
Kitzman leading Fleming down low. She receives the pass, and she's fouled.
About time she gets one of those. She was running down on the right-hand side. She got the rebound, then got shoved, and she got the rebound. So first foul for Reese Galliard, and third foul for Mahomet.
Champley receives the inbound. Finds McCullough left corner to the top of Kitzman for 3. And it's front iron. And a push on the way down. And that's going against Taylorville. It's against Leah Champley, her second.
Lulu checks in for Leah.
15th foul for the Tornadoes. 3:19 to go in the second quarter, 18-9. Taylorville trailing Mahomet.
So far, Mahomet's been quicker. That's been the story here. Mahomet's been quicker than Taylorville, especially on offense. Quicker than Taylorville can get on defense for what matters.
First look for Chloe Pruitt. To the top of the key to Thomas. Right wing pass finds Waldinger against Kitzman. Waldinger passes to Bunting. She finds Thomas, dribbling right baseline to the top of the key to Waldinger. Floating off to the wing, Waldinger, and it's stolen away. Lulu comes away with it with 2:40 to go in the second quarter.
See if that can help with the comeback here.
Woodward to the right corner. Pump fake. Nicola dribbles the right lane, underhands to Fleming. To Kitzman, right elbow, off Lulu, left side. She drives the right lane, up and in, plus the foul! And one! Lulu Woodward with her first bucket sends her to line for a three-point play.
Durbin picks up her first foul, team fourth, and Olivia has a chance to add one more here.
Lulu dribbles 2 times, the right hand, back rim, high hop off the iron and out. Does not convert the and one. It's 18-11. What a drive for Lulu, a high energy play. Orgeron working against Fleming. 2-hand pass to the top of the perimeter, finds Thomas off left wing. The Bunting to Thomas, off right side. First look for Ellie Dallas, the 5'6" sophomore. She's along the right baseline to Thomas, left baseline. Orgeron left wing 3, rattles it in over the top of Hines, and it's 21-11.
Macy Fleming's defense has been spectacular. Just be able, good ball movement, had just enough inch in front of Kylie Hines to get that point.
Kitzman receives a Woodward screen. Kitzman passes off to Himesness. Asks for a Woodward screen. Receives it. Switch again to Orgeron. Now off left baseline, 2-pointer. Woodward with the 16-footer.
So much growth for Olivia Woodward. She was able to find enough space to get back, drop 3 steps, and then put up a good bucket.
Lulu darts it in to make it an 8-point deficit with 86 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bunting to Thomas, top of the perimeter. Thomas working against McCullough. Closes out on a 3-pointer off a screen, forcing the miss. Thomas grabs that miss and finds Dallas. 70 seconds to go in the first half. Another possession for Mahomet. Bunting drives right side. Now finds Orgeron, picks up her dribble to Bunting off left side. 3-pointer Dallas, it's off, just nicks the front iron. Under a minute to go, Taylorville running up the floor. Kitzman, far sideline. Kitzman skips left corner, Lulu. Woodward off to the left wing, no look, skip pass to Hines. Lulu provides the screen for Hines, dribbling to left baseline, 2-hand pass, right wing, 3, Kitzman. Back rim. Fleming grabs the miss, 1 dribble over the top of Orgeron, won't go. Grabs the miss again, puts it up and in, one! Maisie Fleming with the and one, 39 seconds to go to make it a 7-point game. Make it 6 points. But you got to power through it to make the reel sound good, right? Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Hallie Lois checks in for Lulu. That's the first foul on Ellie Dallas, team 5th. Maisie's free throw, nothing but net.
Fleming with the and one to make it a 5-point game. Big, big bucket. McCullough.
Much better quarter for the Taylorville Tornadoes here in the second than the first.
Kitzman, left wing against Bunting. Top of the perimeter, Dallas, left side, Pruitt. And then baseline, down low to Orgeron. Hines rejects Orgeron.
I got away with it a little bit there, but at the same time, she had her ground the whole time, so.
Top of the perimeter to Orgeron. 11 seconds off left corner. Bunting receives an Orgeron screen, drives to the top of the perimeter, and a foul as Kitzman gets a piece of Dallas's arm. She tries to pass down low with 6.5 seconds to go in the second quarter.
The big difference between that one and Kylie's is Kylie had her hands up, Aubrey came down.
Off the right corner, skipping into Gallier. 3 seconds, top of the key, Orgeron, 1 second, lets it go at the free throw line, and it's bracketed right side. End of the first half, 21-16, the Taylorville Tornadoes with a much better second quarter against the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs. You'll break it down in a moment right here on WTIM, your information station.
some. Cause where I'm from, talk big guns. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And I want answers now. Who, what, where, when, and why. See, a lot of dudes are the acting fool. They get all loud, but that ain't my style. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, chop, 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 chop. Are y'all ready? What?
Your award-winning Taylorville dance team. Everyone's favorite halftime activity, Chuck-a-Duck. You know the routine. On 3, chuck your ducks towards center court with an opportunity to win some cash. 1, 2, 3, chuck your ducks. Our winner tonight is Kevin Breckenridge. Congratulations to Kevin.
Taylorville hasn't let them do it. Between Kylie Himses and Macy Fleming, they've kind of shut down the lanes. Everything has been either a jumper or a floater, and that's it. I mean, Taylorville, they haven't allowed a layup. They've been really solid here early as far as just being able to say, okay, look, you're not going to get any closer than 5 feet to this basket. We're just not going to let you. So they've done a really, really good job of that. I should say, Mahomet came out really early. There was still 7:30 left, and they came out to shoot. Just kind of interesting. I always find it fascinating how long these teams sometimes take in the locker rooms and how long they don't. But yeah, that's been the big story is Taylorville's defense, especially on the inside lanes, has been amazing.
And the three-point shooting has cooled off, albeit Mahomet didn't shoot lights out from downtown in the first quarter anyway. They only had a pair. Two from the 3 triples are coming from Orgeron, and only 1 came in that second quarter.
Yeah, Taylorville outscored Mahomet 12-9 in that second quarter. Savannah Orgeron, obviously the leading scorer for everybody. She's got 10. Otherwise than that, kind of interesting how this has gone. Aubrey Kitzman having a good game. She's got 7 points. And while Maisie only has 3, again, I would argue that Maisie Fleming's defense has kept Taylorville in this game way more than Taylorville's offense has.
It's another storyline that you probably don't want to talk about. Addison Tarr did not exit the locker room. You can plug your ears all you want. That is what's happening. Addison Tarr did not exit the locker room. She did, after she came out the first time, she came back, and then she went back in the locker room and then came back with blue tape and some ice and did not re-enter on the floor. But quite frankly, I'm looking at Maisie Fleming right now, and I'm not worried at all. I think she's got this.
Well, and okay, let's look at this from an outsider's perspective and not from a Taylorville Tornado fan perspective. Having Addie not playing this game is not the end of the world. If Taylorville loses this game, it's not the end of the world. The seeding has already been picked. I would much rather have Addie get healthy, take a couple games off, and have her ready for the playoffs. Again, I'm trying to look at this from a non-Taylor. Obviously, Leroy would love to have her in there right now, but I don't want her to get hurt worse if she's in the game. Hold her out, see how she does, see how she feels tomorrow. A lot of times these kind of knee stuff, especially if it's just a sprain or something, usually sometimes it will feel better the next day.
Take some ibuprofen and ice it up and take some days off, and hopefully by the playoffs she'll be all right.
And that's what I'm looking at, right? We want to look at the big picture. We need Addison for the playoffs. So that's what we're looking at. Otherwise, I mean, when you look at this and you look at it, yes, it absolutely is not. It's not fun.
No.
But again, I'm trying to think. You know, this game, in the long scheme of things, this game is not as important. That was the only thing I was trying to say.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, and I 100% agree with you, especially if your goal is to make a state title run, or at least a shot at it, or even a sectional championship, or even a regional championship. You have to have your best players healthy at the right time, and, well, hopefully she'll be all right going down the stretch. All right, a big thank you to the Senior Citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Free Throw. Enjoy trips, lunches, fellowship, and stay active in your senior years with the Senior Citizens of Christian County. Also, Taylorville Scooters Coffee, located at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville. They're proud to bring you and the Taylorville Sports Boosters a little bit of cash for every three-pointer the Tornadoes hit this evening. A huge thank you to Taylorville Scooters Coffee. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Also stick around after the game for the Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. Back with the second half of action as the Taylorville Tornadoes attempt to overcome a 21-16 deficit in the second half here on WTIM, your information station. the second half for the Taylorville Tornadoes. Same starters for the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs: Durbin Thomas, Reese Gallier, Kylie Waldinger, Abby Bunting, and Savannah Orgeron. Bunting off to the top of the key, left wing to Thomas. Jabs left, working left to right. 21-16, Mahomet on top of the Taylorville Tornadoes, starting the third quarter. No shot on the drive and the foul, which does fall on the foul on the shot. The whistle goes against Woodward. That's her third, an early third foul, Leroy.
Well, and just another thing that they're keeping an eye on, Taylor. We didn't talk a whole lot about foul trouble at halftime, but Aubrey's got 2, Leah's got 2, Olivia's got 3, Durbin Thomas has 2.
Orgeron 3, she's open, it's back rimmed. Ripped away, Waldinger. Now Thomas has the ball to the right side. Waldinger down low, finds Gallier, left corner to Bunting. Glides to the top of the key, 7:15 to go in the perimeter. She skips down low to Waldinger against Champley. High off the window.
Good
Can't
D,
fall.
Leah.
Thomas grabs the miss.
Good
Two-hand
D.
pass. Bunting picks up her dribble, finds Waldinger right wing. Dribbles to the baseline. Passes to Gallier, right elbow, top of the key. Bunting.
Taylorville resets.
Defensively, Heimses works against Orgeron. Bunting receives a pass. Kidsman working against Bunting, who skips into Thomas, passing off to Gallier, right side against Fleming. Right side out on the perimeter, Bunting finds Waldinger. A 1-minute possession for Mahomet. Thomas drives right side, pulls out from 12. Can't fall. Ripped away again, third opportunity. Left wing, Mahomet 3, back rim. Fleming boxes out Mahomet and grabs the rebound on the third try. It's still 21-16 with 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Himes is off the right quarter. Champley drives baseline. The shot over the top of Orgeron won't go. Grabs her own miss, and she's fouled from behind.
A lot of time taken off for no points to show off that exchange. 3 chances, you didn't hit it all. That's tough.
It's the second foul against Waldinger in the first of the second half for Mahomet. Off to the right corner, Kidsman. 6:05 to go in the third quarter. Back to Heimses in the corner along the Taylorville bench. Taylorville right to left in their home whites trimmed in purple and gold. Off to the right baseline, floater right side. Heimses too long from 6 feet. Battled for the rebound and into the hands of Bunting. Long pass, Waldinger skips right corner, 2-pointer, Gallier from 16, and it's a little long, poked out of bounds. Either Heimses or Kidsman poked it out.
Okay.
5:42 to go in the third
They're
quarter.
much closer than I am, but I saw go off Waldinger.
To Orgeron, left corner, top of the perimeter, Gallier. Right wing, 3-pointer, Waldinger, short. Poked out to the perimeter by McCullough. Champley grabs the rebound, jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Taylorville.
It's what you want. Now get some points. A 3-pointer gets this within, well, it's within 2 possessions right now.
So a chance to make it a 1-possession game with a score. Heimses drives left lane against Waldinger and finds Kidsman right side of the perimeter. Now to the corner to McCullough. Back to Kidsman. Glides to the left lane. Now still on the perimeter. Off to the right wing. 3-pointer. McCullough. It's short. Champley grabs the miss. Puts it back. She's fouled. And no conversion on the attempt. But she heads to the line for 2. Still nobody scored. You're almost 3 minutes into the third quarter.
But the crowd would have lost their mind if McCullough would hit that 3, I tell you what.
That foul is on Reese Gallier, her second, team second.
Off the right iron. Won't fall for Champley.
Chloe Pruitt checking in for Reese Gallier.
Dribbles it back towards her, bends her knees, one more dribble, the right hand, short. Poked up, Kidsman grabs the miss. Finds Champley, over to Heimses right wing 3. Lines it up and falls!
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if you leave Kylie Heimses open that long.
A timeout, Mahomet, 21-19, 5:03 to go in the third quarter. Well, the first points of the second half come on a triple from Kylie Heinznes, and it's now a 2-point deficit as Taylorville has marched right back into this game.
Well, 24-16 is way different than 21-19. Taylorville getting a big three from Kylie. I don't know what happened there. Kylie was wide open and was wide open for a good 4 or 5 seconds. Plenty of time for her to aim, shoot, and fire. And when you give Kylie more than 3 seconds, she's going to hit. And that's exactly what they did on that one.
Since Taylorville trailed 12-6 at the end of the first quarter, they have scored 15 points to Mahomet's 9. 4:55 to go in the third. 21-9, three-pointer Orgeron left corner, and it's long. Kitzman snags the miss on the way down. She runs up the floor, crossing timeline, far sideline, finds Heinzes, head fakes the 3, puts the ball on the floor. Heinzes, two-hand pass to McCullough, head fakes, drives right corner against Orgeron, and bumped. Orgeron picks up her foul.
And boy, what a time for Mahomet shooting to go super cold. Foul on Savannah Orgeron, her first, team third, and Mahomet's having trouble getting points.
Skips down low to Fleming. She mishandles the pass. Back outside to Heinzes as she underhands it. Now to the top of the key, Kitzman. Kitzman glides to the logo. Now to Heinzes. Dangerous pass. Heinzes collects it. Jabs right. Dribbles left. Receives a Fleming screen. Heinzes. Skips to Kitzman. 4:15 to go in the third. 21-19, a 2 would tie it, a 3 would take the lead for the Tornadoes. Champley to Heinzes, top of the perimeter. Outside swings it to McCullough. Right side, top of the key. McCullough to Heinzes, to Kitzman, to Champley, left baseline. Top of the key. Heinzes, right side to McCullough, and another push as she drives the right lane.
Thought they were going to get McCullough for a travel. They're moving her foot, but they did pick up the foul, and that's the third one on Waldinger. And all of a sudden, Mahomet, who is relatively foul-free in the first half, already has 4 in the first 4 minutes of the game, or third quarter.
3, Kitzman doesn't fall. McCullough grabs the rebound. Kitzman left wing. 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Heinzes asks for the screen, doesn't receive it. Heinzes one-on-one with Bunting to Champley, to midcourt to Heinzes. 3:35 to go in the third. Again, 2 ties it, 3 takes the lead for Taylorville. Heinzes right side against Bunting. Dribbles, picks up her dribble, and it's deflected into the hands of Thomas. Thomas finds Waldinger, dribbling it up the lane. Off right side, Orgeron working against Kitzman. Heinzes pokes it out, but gets too much of the arm, and she can't believe it. And it's a foul against Kylie Heinzes, her first and the team's third.
Boy, long offensive drives for these teams with nothing to show for it for pretty much both Taylorville and Mahomet. 4 minutes between both teams and only 3 points to show.
A timeout for the Tornadoes. It's 21-19 with 3:20 to go in this third quarter. Again, I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Claymola. Glad to have you along for some Friday night Apollo Conference basketball here on WTIM, and a huge shout out to Tommy TV. With that, Kylie Heinzes three-pointer, Taylorville Tornadoes Sports Boosters receiving a little bit of money from Taylorville Scooters Coffee, located at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville. Proud to sponsor the Taylorville Tornado three-pointer. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Again, 21-19.
Taylorville's defense really picking up in this first part of the third quarter. Plus, Mahomet's shooting has gone cold, so a little bit of both, but I still don't want to give Mahomet plenty of chances to score here. The more chances you give a team, obviously the statistical odds are they're going to hit.
Thomas to Orgeron outside, spins right against Heinzes, the floater off the front iron. Another shot for Mahomet. Here's Gallier on the second chance. She won't find the bucket. And it's Champley grabbing the rebound, but she falls to her back and travels, and it's Mahomet with another possession. 3:09 to go in the third quarter. By the way, the jump arrow does favor Mahomet. Thomas, baseline pass, intercepted by Champley and poked out of bounds. Mahomet inbounds one more time, this time from the corner.
What a defensive stand for the Tornadoes here. This has been fun to watch.
Thomas, almost a 5-second violation, finds Orgeron. That's Bunting against Kitzman to the top of the key to Thomas. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. Right side, Dallas. skips left side. Thomas drives baseline, finds Orgeron, 3 left wing, too long. Airballed and picked up by Bunting. She puts it back. First points of the second half come with 2:45 to go in the third quarter for Mahomet. It's 23-19.
Abigail Bunting's first points of the game come with 2:38 left, but man, what a defensive stance for Taylorville.
Heimsness drives right baseline. She's whacked on the drive and the shot, and she heads to the line for 2.
First foul on Abigail Bunting, so you get 2 points and you pick up a foul. So we're getting all our firsts out of the way with 2:33 left here in the third.
Right foot in front of the left. Heimsness sinks it. Free throws were one of the keys to the game.
And Kylie's pretty good at them. Kylie's pretty good at free throws.
Back rim on the shot. Fleming rips it away over the top of Orgeron, but Orgeron swipes it away. And Thomas brings it up the floor. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Right side, Bunting receives a screen from Orgeron. Bunting, right side, three-pointer, denied. Thomas took the 3. Fleming with the rejection. Kidsman off to Fleming. To the right side, Champley. 2-pointer from long distance. Can't find the net. 23-20. Mahomet with another possession. 2:03 to go in the third. Thomas drives right baseline, cut off by Heimsness. Out to Orgeron against Fleming. Back out to Thomas, right wing to the top of the key to Bunting. 2 resets. Waves a rock with her right fist and hands off to Thomas. Receiving an Orgeron screen against Fleming. Thomas dribbles to the baseline, cut off by Fleming. Now to Thomas, back out the perimeter. She pulls up from 4 and she can't sink it. Batted out of bounds by Mahomet, and Taylorville takes the possession. 1:37 to go in the third. It's 23-20. Taylorville has a chance to tie it with a triple.
Holy cow, there's a lot to unpack with what happened in the last 30 seconds, but it's been quite entertaining.
Champley provides a screen for Heimsness. 83 seconds. Champley, right corner. Minute 20. Heimsness. The Kidsman, left wing. Into the corner. McCullough dribbles once, finds Kidsman. Jabs left with her right foot. Spins to her left after gliding right. Skips into the corner. Left short corner. Shot can't find the net. And it's Mahomet ball with 60 to go in the third. 23-20. Taylorville looking for a stop. Thomas drives left lane. Swings it out to Dallas. Off right wing Bunting against Fleming. Bunting glides to the top of the perimeter. Finds Thomas. Thomas against Kidsman. Down low to Dallas. Outside back. Step back 3. Orgeron in and out. And it's picked up by Champley. 37 seconds to go. Taylorville with the ball. Heimsness tries to float it to Fleming, and it's a turnover. Gallier. And the ball poked out. Kidsman on the floor. She's bumped. The possession heads to Mahomet. 23-20. Taylorville trailing, looking for a stop with 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. What did you see in that last bit of that action?
Again, the aggression level of these two teams is starting to get a little bit high. Referee's going to have to really watch. There's been a lot of off-the-ball contact between both those teams. Kidsman got a good punch. Not punch, but got a good jab in the eye.
Off
Trying
right
to get
wing,
the pass.
Waldinger into the corner, skips to Thomas, 11 seconds. Back to Waldinger, dribbles to the middle of the lane against Champley, underhanding to Dallas. Out to the right corner, Thomas, 6 seconds. Into the baseline against Holly Lois. Off to the right, top of the key. Bunting, 2 at the buzzer, won't go. Fleming grabs the rebound before the buzzer sounds, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's 23-20, Taylorville trailing against Mahomet as you enter into the fourth quarter right here on WTIM, your information station. in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Taylorville Tornadoes outscored the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs on the hardwood. I mean,
Have you seen such a defensive game this year?
Not this year, no. Not such a low-scoring battle all year long as these two teams have put on a defensive clinic.
How many blocks have we counted for Maisie so far here today? At least 4. Okay.
At least 5.
Yeah,
5.
I would say 5.
I was trying to be conservative.
Yeah.
There's been a couple from other players, too.
Yeah.
Lots of blocks.
Kylie's had a couple.
Waldinger.
Two teams very even.
Mahomet possession off to Orgeron, back to Bunting, to Waldinger, to Bunting. Left side, Thomas. To Waldinger, Bunting, right wing. Waldinger outside. Thomas, 3, top of the key, sinks it. It's the first 3 in quite some time since it became 21-11 for Mahomet.
And already Mahomet has more points this quarter than third.
It's also the first triple of the game for Thomas. 26-20. Taylorville down a full 2 possessions. Hallie Lois, first real minutes for her. She had some garbage time minutes in the 3rd quarter. Off to Heimsness, left baseline, 2-hand pass to Lois, right side of the key, outside the Vitzman, right wing 3, and it's short. Little rush on the triple. 7 to go. Mahomet with the ball, 26-20. Taylorville looking for a stop. They need to grab a rebound, too, when they get that stop.
Big defensive stand here for Taylorville. These are some important points.
Dallas to Thomas. Top of the key, Bunting. Left wing, Thomas. 1 dribble. Finds Bunting, midcourt.
Garrett Risley telling his Mahomet Bulldogs to calm down a little bit. There's still 6:30 left in the game. They're so amped up out there.
Off left wing, Thomas. Finds Dallas, midcourt. Underhands, find Bunting. 2-hand pass left wing, Thomas. She's feeling it from 3, it's short. Poked out, collision on the floor for the rebound against Taylorville. Kitzman in the area, and they're gonna tag the foul on Lulu. That's her 4th. Third team foul for Taylorville.
Woodward checks out. Leah Champley comes back in. Hallie Lois checks out as well.
I think McCullough came in for her.
Yeah.
Floats outside. Waldinger collects the inbound. Off Thomas, right wing 3. Short, poked out of bounds. Taylorville takes possession. Mahomet doesn't like it, but to be frank, a Mahomet player pushed Kylie to have Kylie poke it out of bounds. 6 minutes to go.
I don't know what the people
quarter.
behind me saw. I saw what you said.
Fleming provides the screen for Heimsness. Top of the key, Champley to McCullough, right wing, finds Kitzman. Kitzman dribbles the middle of the lane, passes off to Champley, left side, angle left off the window.
Beautiful back door.
Skips it across her body, and it's 26-22. Looking for a stop, Mahomet. Gallier, right wing, down low to Orgeron, and Heimsness picks up the foul. Much to the dismay of the Taylorville faithful. 5:32 to go.
So now the referees are going to start calling stuff. Now in the 4th quarter, now we're going to start getting calls.
Out to the left corner, Bunting. The perimeter to Thomas at midcourt. Finds Gallier. Left side, Bunting. Picks up her dribble, finds Thomas. 5:15 to go. Dribbles the middle of the lane against Kitzman. Stops her dribble, finds Bunting at the logo one more time.
That lane closed down really quick, Gabe.
Thomas dribbles right side. Heimsness falls to her floor, and Fleming rejects Thomas on the right lane drive.
Another.
Champley head fakes a 3. Finds Heimsness, receives a Fleming screen. Heimsness drives right lane, she's pushed, and 2 shots on the way.
And the players better realize really quick that these referees are going to start calling stuff here. Much different 4th quarter than what we've seen all game. And you can agree and disagree about whether fouls should be called all game long, but I'm watching it. I'm watching it happen in front of me.
All ball on that block for Fleming. resulting in the free throws for Heimsness.
Second foul on Bunting, sixth foul. Next one sends Taylorville into the bonus. That's going to be big moving forward here.
2 of 3 at the charity stripe after that make for Heimsness. Heimsness, right wing, back rim. Ripped away by Orgeron. It's 26-23.
Leah just didn't have the height on it.
Thomas sets the offense to Bunting, off left side. Mahomet fell 48-46 to Taylorville when they hosted the Tornadoes earlier in the year. Down low, Orgeron over the top of Heimsness. Her fade away from 8, can't find the net, it's short. Heimsness picks up the miss.
A little bit more of a defensive showing this time, Avery.
Right corner 3, Champley for the tie! Leah Champley with the triple with 4:13 to go in the fourth. It's tied at 26. Now Taylorville looking for a stop.
And crowd is amped up as Kylie just picked up a foul.
Big time foul.
Ran into her. Yep.
Next foul, that's her third. It is his team's 5th. Next foul against Mahomet puts Taylorville in the single bonus. At a tie game, being the first to enter the bonus can be a huge advantage if you can make your free throws.
Taylorville on a little bit of a run here.
Thomas pulls up left short corner, and it's in and out from 12. Who fell down? Doesn't matter. It's a miss. Champley, left corner 3 for the lead. Rolls it in!
8 points from Leah Champley here in this fourth quarter, and she's come alive.
Orgeron answers with a 3, ties it up at 29.
And wisely, head coach Garrett Risley says, okay, whoa. Let's calm everybody down here. We're all tied up.
Full timeout, you'll take it with them. Tied at 29 with 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Corner, off to Heimsness, fakes a pass left. To the corner, Heimsness. Welcome back to Taylorville, 3:05 to go in session. Now tied at 29, Taylorville with the ball. Champley, right corner, head fakes a 3, 2-hand pass to Heimsness, who's out the floor with Kitzman, Fleming, and McCullough. Heimsness almost travels, skips it off to Kitzman, dribbling the left lane, the shot over the top of Orgeron, high off the window. Fleming puts it up and in, and the lead.
First lead for Taylorville all game comes with 2:44 left here in the fourth.
31-29 the score here in this fourth quarter. Gallier finds Waldinger to the top of the key. Thomas. Left wing, Gallier. Top of the perimeter, Waldinger. Thomas. Pump fakes left. Pass right into the corner. Waldinger drives baseline and a push. 16 foul.
On the floor, but again, next one's going to be big.
First whistle against Gallier.
McCullough's first, team 6th.
Thomas inbounds Orgeron, right corner. Orgeron shovels to Gallier. to Waldinger, to Thomas, dribbles the middle of the lane, picks up her dribble, cut off on the lane to Orgeron outside. Now to Thomas, who sets the offense. 2:08 to go. Underhands to Waldinger.
Taylorville's defense has been spectacular three quarters of the game.
Under 2 to go. Bunting skips to Thomas, left elbow, underhands right wing, Orgeron, top of the perimeter. Bunting to Thomas, left wing. Leather on in both palms, she puts it on the floor. And Heimses bumps Thomas. No hand action, but did impede on the lane a bit.
Kind of ticky-tack, but again, I said earlier that the refs have all of a sudden here in this fourth quarter started to call stuff.
It's the 4th foul against Kylie. She's picked all of them up here in the feels like the second half.
That's because she has picked the ball up in the second half.
Back ramming out. Orgeron puts it back. Can't find the net. Heimses with the rebound. This is the loudest the Dolphins been all year long. 31-29, a minute 32 to go in the fourth. Taylorville with the lead and the possession. Champley, right corner, works against Gallier. Top of the key. Slow it down to Heimses.
Taylorville doesn't have to rush. They have to lead. Taylorville doesn't have to do anything.
Picks up her dribble, shovels to Fleming, now back to Heimses, and a foul, and it'll send Taylorville to the line for a 1-and-1.
I thought they got Kylie for traveling there. It looked like she moved over towards her right. Instead, they're going to give a foul, and guess what? Both teams in the bonus now here as Maysville head to the line.
Who can hit their free throws?
See, second foul for Savannah Orgeron. Again, 7th team foul.
Fleming right way, and it rolls off. So 31-29, battle for the rebound, and it's a foul against Taylorville, battling for the possession. And it's a 1-and-1 as Mahomet heads to the line on the other end of the court with a minute 14 to go in the fourth quarter.
And Avery, that's the 5th foul on Kylie Heimses. She's out of the game with a minute 14 left.
Woodward checks in for her.
First time she's fouled out since early this season. I think game 3 she fouled, game 3 or 4 she fouled out. But Savannah Orgeron, who's been so dangerous today, 13 points, heads to the line. She's been giving Maisie fits all day. Those two have been battling all game long.
Needs to hit the first to make the second. Orgeron connects.
She had 2-3 in the field goal, or 2 and a 3 in the first, 2 and a 3 in the second, and now a 3 and a 1 here in the third.
Fifth tie of the game comes with 1:13 to go in the fourth quarter. On the 2 of 2 attempt from Orgeron. And a timeout. Coach Hayden Elder takes the full timeout. They'll keep it right here, tied at 31. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Claymore as the Taylorville girls have fought back. How have they fought back? Leroy, what are your thoughts? It feels like defense. Well, both sides have kept these teams in this game.
Leah Champley and defense have kept Taylorville in this game. I tell you what, Taylorville's defense has been absolutely fantastic. Mahomet's been frustrated. They have not been able to move the ball well. When they have gotten the ball moved well, they haven't scored. Big misses here as really, this quarter they've kind of come alive a little bit. They got 8 points, but Taylorville outscoring them here, or it's 8-8, actually both teams with 8, I think, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, Taylorville's 11. Yeah, it's 11-8 in favor of Taylorville this quarter, and a lot of it, 8 of those 11 points have come from Leah Champley, including 2 massive threes. Of course, Macy Fleming got her big field goal as well underneath the basket, but for Taylorville, it's been defense, and the defense really just long, drawn-out possessions, and if you don't score, then you haven't had anything to show for it. That's not going to be the case now. In a tie game, you're going to start seeing the ball moving a little bit more as these teams start to get a little bit more antsy and a little bit more anxious with only 68 seconds left in a tie game.
Kitzman inbounds to Woodward. She's on the floor with Champley, Fleming, and McCullough. Woodward drives the right lane up and in off the window. With 60 seconds to go, Taylorville needs to stop.
I don't know who missed that one, but Olivia Woodward just said, I'm just going to keep going until you stop me, and nobody did. 53.
50 seconds to go. Thomas top of the perimeter. She finds Bunting now, top of the key, Thomas. To Bunting, glides to the top of the perimeter. Champley one-on-one with Bunting. 38 seconds. Taylorville up 33-31. Fleming guarding Thomas, dribbling left baseline, back outside, and a timeout.
And if you're Taylorville, you got to be fired up on that one. They wasted 37 seconds on that one trying to get stuff situated.
It's a full timeout again. Too close to call. You're staying right here. 33-31. Taylorville looking for a stop, but at the very least, you just have to eliminate the three ball, right, Leroy?
Right, and on top of that, I will say, eliminate the three ball, or if you're gonna foul, make sure they don't score, right, obviously.
Right.
You can't afford an and one. Although, I will say with 31 seconds left, you have a couple options here, right? It almost seems like they let Woodward score quickly so that they could get the ball back. It just seemed really odd that Olivia was as wide open as she was, and I wonder if they did that on purpose just to be able to get the ball and have some kind of control moving down. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe, but it just seemed odd that she got so much open there. With that being said, Taylorville's defense super important here. I'm desperately trying to keep them from scoring a three. If they get in the lane and they tie it up, well, then so be it. But we can't give up a three. Sure as heck, they can't foul.
33-31, 31 seconds to go. Bunting inbounds to Orgeron. She's on the floor with Thomas. Orgeron dribbles in the lane, foul and one. Gives them a tie, chance to take the lead with the free throw opportunity. 25 seconds left on the clock. Sixth tie of the game comes from the layup from Savannah Orgeron.
Kylie Lois checking in for Olivia Woodward.
As she's fouled out of the game. Taylorville down 3 starters. This for the lead for Mahomet. It misses. Fleming grabs the rebound. Tied at 33 with 20 seconds to go and another full timeout.
Yeah, it is. Yep. I knew that was coming. Now you get the ball across midcourt, you get to your side, then you call your timeout, and now you've got some decisions to make.
A huge miss for Savannah Orgeron. With 21 seconds, Taylorville has the possession in their own front court, tied at 33. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Claymola. Thank you for tuning in to a treat of a basketball game this evening. Leroy, how much time are you trying to waste here to make sure Mahomet doesn't have enough time to score?
I'm wasting all of it. I'm telling you, I'm not taking a shot till there's 5 seconds left, maybe even less.
Taking it overtime?
Yep. And here's the thing. I'm feeding Maisie. And I'm telling Maisie, if they hit you, if they grab you, fine. I'm doing everything in my power to just get grabbed as long as I'm going up for a shot. I want Maisie underneath there, hold up her hands high, get that ball, come down, and then just go straight up with it. If you make it, awesome. If you don't, then you go into overtime. But I'm using up every single second possible. I want there to be less than a second left when they get that ball back.
Again, tied at 33, 21 seconds to go in this final quarter.
Now, obviously, if you're Mahomet, you are doing everything in your power not to foul here, regardless of what's going on.
Thomas on the floor with Waldinger, Bunting, Orgeron, and Gallier. It's Kitzman, McCullough, Champley, Fleming, and Lois for Taylorville. Kitzman receives the inbound, 15 seconds. To McCullough, 14 seconds. To Kitzman, 12 seconds. 10 seconds, McCullough, Kitzman, ball on the floor, 7 seconds. To Lois, 5 seconds. To Kitzman, 4 seconds. You gotta go. Kitzman with the 3 for the game, and that's blocked at the buzzer. You're heading into extra time at 33 all at the end of 4 quarters of play. More Apollo Conference basketball action against the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs coming your way next, right here on WTIM, your information station.
overtime here in the Dolph Staley Court at Taylorville High School. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Clemola. Taylorville has to fight through this fourth quarter without Kylie Hines, Olivia Woodward, and Addison Todd. And they're up against the third best team in the Apollo Conference in Mahomet, Taylorville, at second in the Apollo at 8-2, looking for their ninth win.
Taylorville's testing their depth tonight. They got minutes logged for these girls that we haven't seen a whole lot of, so it'll be interesting to see how this quarter goes.
Fleming wins the tip against Orgeron, into the hands of Lois, finds Kitzman. Kitzman receives a screen from Fleming, another screen from Fleming, and then a screen from Lois. Pick and roll to Lois, saves it from going out of bounds. No, she does not. She steps on the baseline. 3:47 to go, tied at 33. It's Mahomet ball. You got a long way to go as Thomas crosses timeline, left to right. Bunting against Lois. 2 dribbles, passes to Waldinger. McCullough guarding Waldinger, who has a two-hand pass to Thomas, down low to Orgeron against Champley. Fades away from 6, it's short, grabs her own miss, puts it up and in, angled right. And that's the 4th lead change of the game. 35-33, Orgeron in double-digit scoring. 35-33 with 3:08 to go in the 4th. McCullough, left wing. Off a Champley screen, glides to the top of the perimeter, finds Lois right wing, down low to Fleming. The window won't go. Grabs her own miss, can't put it back. 3rd opportunity, also off, a little too high off the window, and she can't believe it. She thought she's fouled. It's 2:53 to go in the 4th. 35-33, Taylorville needs to stop. Orgeron dribbles into the left baseline, top of the key to Thomas. Outside, Bunting slows it down. Lois guarding Bunting. To Thomas, right wing against Kitzman. Thomas dribbles, pulls up from 6, in and out. Kitzman grabs the rebound. 35-33. Taylorville needing a bucket to tie it, a 3 to take the lead. McCullough, right corner, jabs right. Glides left, finds Kitzman. Taylorville working right to left. Kitzman dribbles left lane, the shot up, and it's denied. As Bunting with the block. Gives the ball back to Mahomet with 2:10 to go in the overtime. 35-33, Taylorville needs another stop. They came away with one last time. Bunting against Lois, top of the key, Thomas. Kitzman guarding Thomas. Picks up her dribble, floats it off to the right corner to Bunting. Lois hip to hip with Bunting, who glides to the top of the perimeter. She finds Waldinger driving right side, long 2, and it's good for Galliard to put Mahomet up 37-33. A 4-point advantage and a 4-0 run in overtime. Galliard, 3 of 8 from the floor with 90 seconds to go. 37-33, Kitzman into the left wing. McCullough, head fakes, down to the top of the key. Kitzman 3, and it's left iron. Orgeron grabs the rebound, and she's fouled as Champley dives after it. Leah picks up her 3rd whistle.
Champley's 3rd and team 10th, so double bonus for Mahomet. Maisie's absolutely still livid that she did not get a call, and unfortunately, a lot of times you just gotta let that stuff go when you don't get those calls. I know it's easier said than done, me sitting over here on the sideline, but you didn't get it. You gotta move on.
She had 3 opportunities to put it up and in.
I know it.
Right hand up and in for Orgeron. 12 points for the senior, Savannah Orgeron. Left foot in front of her right. Dribbles with her right hand, spins it. Lets the right hand go, or front iron, backboard and in. She's 2 of 2, and it makes it 39-33 with 1:24 to go, and it's a full timeout. You'll take it with them. Minute 24 to go in overtime here on WTIM, your information station.
get to her. She's still mad about it.
10.
That's where coach needs to just be like, let it go.
She's still pissed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
3, 2, 1. 39-33, Taylorville trailing Mahomet. Still haven't found a bucket in overtime. At home on senior night as McCullough brings it out. She'll inbound to Kitzman, who's on the floor with Hallie Lois, Maisie Fleming, and Leah Champley. You'll hear from the senior Olivia McCullough this evening after the game, win or lose, as Fleming receives a pass down low, finds Lois, denied, as Orgeron with the block. 68 seconds to go, 39-33 to Thomas against Kitzman, and Kitzman picks up the foul, sending Thomas to the line for 2.
Kitzman's third, and Mahomet breathing a sigh of relief as they're going to sneak out of here with the win. But man, Taylorville gave it everything they possibly could tonight.
2 free throws on the way for Thomas. She dribbles it back towards herself. Right hand up. Rolls it off the left side. Taylorville down, but not entirely out. Full 2 possession deficit. A 3. Put him right back in it. But it'd have to be a quick 3. Thomas, the right hand up and in. She's got 8. Make it 9 points.
Taylorville moving now, a little bit of a sense of urgency for the Tornadoes.
Kitzman receives a Fleming screen. Dribbles right side against Bunting. Pivots with her left foot. The shot up is short. Pulled up by Waldinger. 48 seconds to go. Waldinger stops her dribble. Finds Bunting at the logo to Orgeron. Slows it down. Now they're fouling her. Sending her to the line for 2. Better to let her shoot free throws than to drain the clock out, down 7. This is the largest lead for Mahomet since they led Taylorville 21-13. They also had a 21-11 lead way back in the second quarter. Free throw falls for Orgeron. 40 seconds to go in the fourth.
20 of the 41 points for Mahomet have come from Orgeron. Make that 22.
Heck of a night for the senior. Spoiling Taylorville's senior night. It's Fleming. High post, works against Gallier, and a whistle sends Fleming to the line for a 1-and-1.
Coach Hayden Eldred talking to the referee about some things.
And he's telling her basically along the lines of, like, that's the same kind of call that she should have had earlier. He's signaling the elbow, and
I know it.
30 seconds to go. Still talking to ref as Fleming sinks the free throw. No, he's about ready to go back, and then some. Anyway, 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, but he's standing up for his girls, and everybody sees that.
Champley grabs the turnover. Kitzman receives a screen from Fleming, pulls up from 3, deflected, short. 18 seconds to go. Orgeron grabs the rebound, and Kitzman tries to foul Orgeron, no whistle. Trying to foul her still. Again, no foul. 7 seconds, now they'll dribble it out. 42-34, Mahomet wins in overtime. Here on WTIM, you'll have the post-game show. You'll hear from the senior Olivia McCullough and head coach Hayden Eldred. Here on WTIM, your information station. 42-34, Mahomet defeats Taylorville on Taylorville Senior Night. In a moment, you'll hear from head coach Hayden Eldred or senior Olivia Nicola. That's coming up next after a quick word from the station identification here on WTIM. Again, your final score, 42-34. Taylorville Tornadoes falling to the Mahomet-Seymour Bulldogs at home for senior night. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Claymola. Glad to have you along on this Friday evening. A thrilling matchup all game long. Taylorville just ran out of gas and personnel as the game came to a close.
And that's the big one right there, is they ran out of people, man. They lost Kylie Hymson due to foul trouble. They lost Lulu due to foul trouble, and they lost Addison Carr due to injury. And we're hoping to get an update from Coach a little bit on Addie's injury and how severe it is. But what do you do? You're playing one of the best teams in the Apollo Conference, not named Lincoln, and Taylorville played them well. I mean, the depth that they had out there tonight was fantastic, and it's been really good to see a Taylorville Tornado team have a little bit of depth and know, listen, when my second string goes out there, I know we're going to at least keep it close. We're going to play well, and that's been something that Taylorville struggled with here is that. And I tell you what, Avery, it's a good teaching moment. It really is when you look at it, because I tell you what, looking at this team and what they do, to be able to have these kind of moments to learn in overtime, that's pretty big.
Well, we'll hear from head coach Hayden Eldred as well as Olivia McCullough here as head coach Eldred takes the headset. He says, I guess you want it for... Well, Coach, tough loss here tonight. First off, and if you're not at liberty to speak, that's all right, but how's Addie doing?
She's all right.
Yeah, she's doing all right. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Coach, what did you think of the effort here on the senior night? And also, after the effort, tell me a little bit about the crowd here on senior night, too.
Oh, it was great. I thank everybody for coming out and bringing the noise. We had a lot of stuff going against us there, I felt, but the girls' effort was great.
Yeah.
We fought hard. We got back in it. We stayed in the game with a slow start. Made it interesting. It was fun.
Going down the stretch, it was a pretty physical game all game long. How are you able to stay on top of everything considering the circumstances, especially as you lost a couple more players to foul trouble and everything? I mean, it felt like you were right there until overtime. I mean, how did that kind of materialize?
Yeah, three key players. It's tough, but these girls, they stepped up and they were really leaving it out there. Everybody that came in had some big minutes. Leah Champley came in and did a great job knocking down those threes and getting us a chance there. Like I said, that was a really hard game for us, physical. A lot of things didn't go our way, but we kept fighting, stayed in it until the end.
What was the conversation along the lines towards the end of overtime with the referees? And not to say, I don't want to put you in a situation where you're like making comments on any specific calls, but.
No, I just, Maisie gets pushed around a lot. She gets hit in the face about 3 times a game and never gets called. And it gets frustrating.
Yeah.
It gets frustrating that we're going to call a foul on 30 seconds left when she's been fouled plenty of times before that. But it happens. We still had opportunities to put the ball in the hoop.
Right.
And just makes you stronger.
Well, Taylorville sees you standing up for the team as well. One other thing, have you seen the IHSA seedings and stuff? What do you think? You got a trip to Mascoutah taking on East St. Louis in a little while.
We played them last year. They knocked us out, so we're looking for a little rematch here. Again, trending upward. Definitely not what we wanted tonight, but we're playing hard, and we're gonna get where we want to be.
What do you think of Mount Vernon? They earned a 1 seed, and you're going to face them tomorrow. That's a tough turnaround. What are you expecting?
They're having a good season. They got some athletes out there. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a long day, too.
Yeah.
We get 3 games and long drive, but it's going to be good for us. They put on a press, so it's going to be a good practice for us.
Yeah. And of course, you know what to expect from Lincoln. They're very good. They're the best team in possibly all of Illinois. What can you say about the senior off to your left here, sticking through thick and thin over the last 4 years?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's great. I mean, she's done everything that I've asked her to do. You know, I will never forget, you know, play at JV, coaching her JV, and her knocking down a big three for me. She's knocked down several big threes for me and for the team, and she lays it out there. She's a great teammate. We're very proud of her, and we're going to miss her. But, you know, she's got games to play. We're not done yet, and we're hoping to get back here for one more game at home.
Super sectionals.
Yeah.
If you get that far, you will host the super sectionals. So I'm rooting for you to get that far. And let's hand that headset off over to Olivia to talk a little bit about senior night as we thank head coach Hayden Eldred, talking after a tough 42-34 loss on this senior night. Olivia, you know, I don't really want to talk about the game. We've kind of talked a lot about it already. So let's just talk a little bit about you. Characterize your journey from freshman year. You had a rough team year, then you had the COVID year, and since then you've seen this program come to life. How can you characterize the way that this program has turned around since you've been here?
I'm just really proud that I could be a part of it still when it turned around. First 2 years were definitely a little frustrating, but next 2 years picked it up, and it feels good to pick it up, but yeah.
What, you know, I'm sure there's tons of memories. You can't pick any one memory out that stands above the rest, but if you could just share one brief one that of your time, it could be from any of the 4 years that you'd like to share really quick. I'd love to hear one if you have something that stands out, maybe a road trip or a big win.
We go to a tournament in Eureka during the summer, and we always go to this place called Busy Corner.
Yeah.
And we all go and sit and eat as a team and eat pie. It's really fun. We always have a good time. So that's probably my favorite memory from high school basketball.
Yeah. What are you going to miss most about basketball?
Definitely the environment, definitely the team. Playing with my dad. Played with him since I was like in kindergarten. So definitely him. Pretty much everything, honestly. I've played it forever. So.
What are you planning after high school?
I'm going to go to SIUE, and I'm majoring in the pre-vet medicine, and then after that, I'm going to go and get into vet school.
That's, you know, admirable. As I'm a little familiar with that route. It's a very, I mean, I'm sure you got some great grades and you very good work ethic. I know that as well. Olivia, you know, this is going to be the last time, at least at home, that I get to talk to you, unless we make it far enough. Anything else that you'd like to say before you go off into the sunset per se?
Really proud to be part of this organization, and I wish them the best of luck after I'm gone. Hope to see it keep going and keep striving. Yeah,
you've still got, as Coach Eldred said, you got some games to play, and I can't wait to see what you do. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, that's senior Olivia McCullough here on the post-game show. And what an admirable young woman Olivia McCullough has turned out to be. As I'm Avery Cooper again, here alongside Leroy Climola. Ready to share some stats or any, first I'm sure you have some thoughts about just this overall game. Well, go ahead.
Well, and again, I would stand up and cheer for Taylorville for their effort tonight. You cannot take away the hard work that they put in. They just ran out of steam, and I think if you took Lincoln and put them in a situation like this where they lost two of their best, they lost three of their best players, I don't know if Lincoln would be able to have won tonight. So it's a statement to how good this Taylorville team is, and it's a statement to, or if the situation was reversed, if Mahomet would have lost three of their players, same thing. But again, it's a testament to Taylorville and how well they've played tonight, and we're really, really excited to really excited to see what's next for this Tornado team. That was a good throw. I'm proud of you. That was fantastic. Avery Cooper playing catch over here with the little tiny red ball, but but for Taylorville, it's really just been one of those things where they just kind of ran into a buzzsaw tonight, and they were able to weather the first storm. They just couldn't weather the second and the third. So
4 lead changes, 6 ties. The last tie coming 33-33 in the final seconds of the fourth quarter. Mahomet didn't take the lead back until the overtime period and ran away with it, outscoring Taylorville 9-1 to pick up a 42-34 win. Final stats, Leroy.
Aubrey Kitson with 7 points, Leah Champley with 10, and 8 of those came in the fourth quarter. 6 points for Olivia Woodward, 5 points for Kylie Heimsness, and Maisie Fleming finished with 6 points. For the visitors, 9 points from Durbin Thomas, 8 for Reese Gallier, 2 for Kylie Waldinger, 2 for Abigail Bunting, 21 for Savannah Orgeron. And she was a pain in Taylorville's side all game long. And those are stats for you. Taylorville was down 12-4 at the end of the first. They fought back and cut the deficit down. They were down 21-16 at halftime. And then it was the quarter of attrition. 4-2 was the score in the third quarter, and made it a whole lot closer. And then Taylorville outscoring 13-10 in the fourth, tied it up 33-33. Leah Champley hitting a big shot. Maisie Fleming giving Taylorville the lead, but a couple key points from Savannah Orgeron tied up the game and sent the game into overtime, and Taylorville just didn't have enough left. Excuse me. Taylorville didn't have enough left in overtime to be able to pull away with a win.
Again, your final score, 42-34. Now time for your Brandon Bible Country Financial Player of the Game. Leroy, who do you have?
Our nominations tonight, Leah Champley, she finished with 10 points and was key in that fourth quarter. Also, our nominations is, I can't talk, Maisie Fleming. Defensively, she was fantastic and really kept Taylorville in the game through most of the first and second quarter. And Aubrey Kitzman, of course, is our other nomination with 7 points.
And the winner?
The winner tonight is going to be Maisie Fleming. Maisie was fantastic. She did a really, really good job being able to play fantastic defense and was just a key force to keeping Taylorville in this game throughout most of the game as well. But man, she beat out Leah Champley by maybe a quarter of a point. And in fact, if I can do 2 players, I will. So you know what? No, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm calling I'm breaking the rules here tonight. Brandon Bible Country Financial Players of the Game. That's right. Leah Champley and Maisie Fleming, because I can't make a decision. So those two are Brandon Bible Country Financial Players of the Game, and I'm standing by what I'm saying. So standing up by what I'm saying.
Big thank you to Brandon Bible Country Financial, your local country financial representative. Also, a big thank you to the senior citizens of Christian County, exclusive sponsor of the Taylorville Tornado Free Throw. Enjoy trips, lunches, fellowship, and stay active in your senior years with the senior citizens of Christian County. Also, a huge thank you to Taylorville Scooters Coffee, located at routes 29 and 104 in Taylorville. They've donated a little bit of cash for every three-pointer the Taylorville Tornadoes have made to the Taylorville Sports Boosters. Taylorville Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. Again, your final score, 42-34. Big thank you to Tommy TV for them and Leroy Clamola. I'm Avery Cooper, thanking you so much for tuning in to another edition of Taylorville Girls Basketball. Taylorville Girls Basketball, that's the end of broadcasts for now. WTIM and, well, WTIM for sure will be there for all Taylorville Girls playoff games. We'll have the details. Just tune in to WTIM or go online to TaylorvilleDailyNews.com to check on the schedules. One more time, your final score, 42-34. Have a great rest of this weekend. Also, one more thing, Taylorville Boys Route 29 rivalry tomorrow evening in Pana, 7:15 pregame coverage, tip-off at 7:30, again right here on WTIM, your information station. 42-34, your final score. Have a fantastic weekend. You've been listening on WTIM, your information station.
So Olivia, you've been playing here at THS for 4 years since your freshman year. What are your feelings now as you wrap up your basketball career here at THS?
It's pretty bittersweet. I played basketball since I was actually in kindergarten. So basketball's been the one sport I've consistently played. So it's bittersweet, but I'm excited to look to the future now. So
What has it been like working with the younger players who look up to you and helping them learn how to play basketball at this level?
it's been great. I mean, a lot of them are pretty advanced already, as you can see watching our games. But none of them really treat me any differently. We're all pretty equal to each other, so it's pretty nice.
After 4 years in the game, has there been a particular game against anyone specific that really stands out to you?
Last year we played in the Jerseyville tournament and we played Triad. It was a really close game, probably our closest game there. And the environment was great, which helped us pull out the win, which really stuck with me.
What do you think you'll miss most while playing basketball at THS?
Definitely my teammates. just the game in general, like playing with my dad as a coach. I'll really miss that, but mainly the girls I'll miss a lot.
Speaking of having your dad as a coach, how has having him as a coach kind of affected your basketball career?
It's kind of frustrating sometimes because he really gets on me, but overall I really like it. He always helps me and encourages me, even when I'm not playing my best, so it's great.
What are your plans for after high school? What do you have going on next year?
So I plan on going to SIUE, and I'm going to study pre-vet medicine, and then after that I'm going to transfer to either Mizzou or U of I to get my further education in veterinary medicine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Tommy TV.